panel. As a primary school teacher, I see the influence that the work that David Attenborough, Stephen Hawking and yourself, Neil, have had on the young minds in my classroom. You have brought the extraordinary of the world and the universe to a level of understanding that 11 and 12-year-olds relish. But it also demands of them to ask the two most important questions, why and why not. In their minds, they're going to take the first steps on Mars and they're going to colonise the moon. Where do you think we will be in the next 100 years?
Neil.
Wow, great final question, that is. I would say we should not confuse science literacy with knowledge of science as distinct from passion for science. You can be passionate about science and not really know much about it. You can dream about what kinds of things science and technology can bring to your civilization without even being the professional scientist or the technologist. So when I look at elementary school children and I see them excited about programming that is actually fundamentally conceived for adults, but children can consume that product. I see their eyes open and I see them dream in the way that I know I dreamed when I was a child, where anything was possible, and the problems that society faced did not really have political solutions, they had scientific solutions and technological solutions. And in this, the 21st century, without creative investments in science and technology, we're not going to have a 21st century, and that next generation are the ones that are going to lead it. But keep in mind that they cannot lead it with a scientifically illiterate adulthood that is in charge of either providing or removing opportunity that they would enjoy. So that's why I will never only focus on children, because it's the adults who are in charge and wield resources. And so both of those pieces of that puzzle have to be in place, without which there is no future for this civilization.
And in 100 years? Are you optimistic?
Yeah.
I mean, you talk about tapping into cyclones. Engineering cyclones. I mean, someone's going to have to build that thing.
Yeah, somebody's got to build it. Somebody's going to be the first to walk on Mars. By the way, the idea, you can say, well, how does that put food on your plate? If you go to Mars, you're breaching frontiers of astrophysics, of geophysics, of biology, the sustaining of human life. You're going to be looking for life while you're there. And those are goals. Those are forces that operate on the ambitions of a nation. You can turn a sleepy country into an innovation nation when you realize that a nation or the world are engaged in these frontier activities. And you come up in the school system, and you see those headlines drawn weekly about what new thing got discovered for the astronauts who are on some other location, and you say, I want to be a part of that great adventure. And then you don't need special programs to get people interested in science, because the very news headlines are the ones doing that for you. So in 100 years, like I said, all wars over limited resources are over, because we have access to the unlimited resources of our backyard, and that new backyard is our solar system.